Hello and welcome. This is Business Incorporated. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwagu. On the program today, Nigeria's Securities and Exchange Commission bans the Managing Director of Partnership Investment Company and Partnership Securities Limited, Mr. Victor Ogiemwonyi, for life from holding directorship position in any public company. The World Bank cut South Africa's 2017 economic growth forecast to 0.6%. Plus, Zambia to invite bidders for a fourth mobile phone voice service provider. Let's get started now, and we're beginning with the markets. And here in Africa, the Johannesburg index was down 0.15% at intraday. That's after the World Bank cut South Africa's 2017 economic growth forecast to 0.6% from an earlier estimate of 1.1%. In a report on the local economy, the bank sees 2018 growth taken up to 1.1% and reaching 1.7% in 2019. The Nigerian stock market, however, is still faltering, trading low at 0.35%. Egypt's market outperformed at intraday trading high at 0.94%. In Kenya, the Nairobi stock market closed 1.50% lower on Monday after the central bank held benchmark lending rate at 10%. In the meantime, the Nigeria Securities and Exchange Commission has banned the Managing Director of Partnership Investment Company PLC and Partnership Securities Limited, Mr. Victor Ogiemwonyi, for life from holding directorship position in any public company in Nigeria for his unprofessional conduct in respect of the activities of both companies. The regulator has also withdrawn the operating license of the companies. The chairman of the companies, Mr. Henry Omorogbo, and other directors were also suspended for a period of 5 years from engaging in capital market activities in the Nigerian capital market. The Ministry of Finance has approved the decisions of the Administrative Proceeding Committee of the Securities and Exchange Commission on the matter. In the Middle East, Qatar's stock index came slightly off a 5-year low today, while most other markets in the region moved little. Looking at those index there, the Doha index had recorded 11 straight sessions of losses as investors lack confidence in a speedy resolution to the regional diplomatic crisis. However, the index was up 0.13% at intraday. Qatar Gas Transport was up 2.2% and Doha Bank rose 0.8%. The Saudi index was down 0.53%. In the United Arab Emirates, both the Abu Dhabi index was up 0.25% and the Dubai index was down 0.1%. That's some profit taking on some of the previous sessions' gains. We move on now to Europe, where markets were slightly lower in morning trade as investors paused for breath ahead of a Federal Reserve meeting. There are also a couple of company news in the market. Let's get across to my colleague in Frankfurt, Daniel Koob, for details. Hello, Daniel. Good afternoon. Good to have you on the program, and I'm very happy to see you again.
Yeah, hi, Chimi. I think we haven't talked in ages, it seems like, right?
You're right, and I'm sure you've been on vacation. Anyway, Daniel, we are sticking with the company news in today. European low-cost carrier Ryanair is cancelling more than 2,000 flights due to wrong scheduling and in efforts to be more punctual. How are investors reacting to this development, and are other carriers in the region watching this closely?
Yes, well, this is creating lots of frustration, mostly among passengers, but also among investors. Here in Germany, Ryanair is not listed in the big blue chip index DAX. It's listed in a smaller share listing called MDAX, but also there we have seen the shares of the airline dropping. And you're really wondering what is behind all of this. Why is Ryanair doing this at this moment with such a short notice, basically to cancel so many flights? Today they were publishing a listing with the numbers of flights that are going to be canceled. It's going to be about 2,000 flights during the next 6 weeks. weeks. And of course, passengers are frustrated. I was reading comments on the Facebook page of Ryanair a little bit earlier. A lady was writing, we were looking all the time forward to our vacation. Now we cannot go. When you talk to experts though, they are not really believing the official reason that Ryanair is giving. Because remember, we also have Air Berlin here in Germany. Air Berlin that just announced a few weeks ago that they would go bankrupt, and now they are looking for potential buyers. Ryanair already at an early point said that they are not interested to buy Air Berlin. Many people were very surprised about that, because Ryanair was saying that they were thinking that it's a little bit unfair because Air Berlin received a credit from the government, and it really seemed to Ryanair at least that the government pretty much wants Lufthansa, the biggest German carrier, to take a big portion of Air Berlin. Now we have the situation that everybody here is kind of fearing that the money might run out very fast of Air Berlin. So then those landing rights would be given immediately to other airlines. And Lufthansa, very busy airlines, they don't even have hundreds of airplanes, just standing around and waiting. A similar situation when you talk, for example, about Condor. So experts are thinking that a reason behind this is that Ryanair is just waiting for the perfect moment, that Air Berlin basically would have to stop operating flights so they could get those very much wanted landing and starting rights. So if this is true, this would be a very clever move of Ryanair.
Well, I guess that's a smart one, but let's just hope they get everything resolved so that people can actually fly. Now, in corporate M&A news, BASF is buying Belgium rival Solvay, while Total is taking 23% in Aeron Renewable Energy. Are these game-changing business deals in the European energy market?
Well, it seems to be a very clever move that the company is actually doing this, because for not lots of money, we remember that the company was also buying Monsanto for an enormous amount of money, where many investors were even fearing that even for such a big company, like this, that this would be, too big. Now they have the opportunity with a smaller amount of money to buy this company and, to be more attractive also compared to their competitors, because this company is very, focused also in Asia and also on the Latin American market. So, yeah, this is a very clever move. And also when you look at the share price today, it has been really benefiting with this.